In this video, I'm going to go through creating schedules for use with your workflow tasks. From the dashboard, navigate to the workflow engine through the settings tab and then pressing on the workflow button. To get to the schedules section, mouse over automated tasks and press schedules. Finally, press the green plus icon on the left to create a new schedule. The first field is the schedule type, which determines what time measurement the schedule will be based off. The next field is the schedule name. We recommend giving schedules very clear names related to the schedule, not the workflow task you'll be using the schedule for. For example, I might name my schedule 11 AM every 2 days. Below, you can enable or disable a schedule, and you can also add any additional information about a schedule if you wish. The schedule range section allows you to specify a date range for when you would like the schedule to run. An example of where this could be useful is for a month-long marketing campaign. The schedule settings are the most important part of the schedule. They determine exactly when and how often the schedule will trigger a workflow action. I'm now going to go through the schedule settings for each of the different types, starting with the daily type. The first option allows you to specify whether your workflow should run every X days. For example, I would use a value of 3 for the schedule to run every 3 days. The following drop-down allows me to choose how often this schedule will activate on the day that it runs. For example, if I select multiple times per day and run every 6 hours between 6 AM and 6 PM, it will activate at 6 AM, midday, and 6 PM, only every 3 days. With the weekly type, you can specify how many weeks apart the schedule should occur. For example, a value of 2 means the schedule would run every 2 weeks. Below, we can select which days of the week we wish to activate the schedule. Note these days of the week would only activate the schedule on the weeks specified by the occurs every setting above. The number of times the schedule runs per day is determined by the last 2 fields, which are the same as the daily type. Finally, the monthly type allows you to specify whether the schedule should run by weekday or date. The weekday option allows the schedule to trigger off a certain day of the week relative to the month, every X months. For example, I might want to run it based on the first Monday in January, April, July, and October, the first of every quarter. That is, the first Monday every 3 months. If you want a schedule to run on a specific month, it is important to set the schedule start date to accommodate this. The day number option allows you to schedule the date of the month that this schedule should run on. For example, if I wanted to run this schedule on the 5th day of every month, I would use values 5 and 1. As with the previous 2 schedule types, the number of times the schedule should run each day is set up the same way for the monthly type as the previous 2 types. And that's all there is to know about schedules. Make sure to check out our other workflow shots so that you can put your newfound schedule expertise to good use.